Greetings, viewers, and thanks for joining me as we're making the final leg into Moab. The scenery from Ouray, Colorado to Moab is pretty spectacular all the freaking way. I didn't film a whole bunch of it because it's just this gorgeous and outstanding just about everywhere on this whole journey. About 3 hours or so, roughly. Not that far. We're just a few miles out, about 20 miles out yet, but I wanted to get a little bit of video as I began my trip here in Moab. Not sure what we're going to do. We've only got a couple of days here, but it's going to be awesome. So yeah, wow, the views are spectacular all the way and pretty amazing. So I will continue on with this as I go. My journey through Moab might all be just one video because there's 9 million videos of every obstacle in Moab, but going along on my stock, or slightly modified truck, I am now 1,600 miles into my journey through the mountains. My truck's been doing fantastic, having a great time with my buddies. I hope you enjoyed the videos of the passes if you watched them, but I'm gonna need to downshift as we're starting to climb here. So thanks for joining me in Moab. Wowzers. Okay, this is the beginning of the trail to Gemini Bridges. Our hotel or our house accommodations aren't quite ready yet, so we took a little trip off the road, and this is the beginning of Gemini Bridges trail. I will keep you posted as I go along. Got to catch up with my homies here. We already aired down. We're going to run 2 or 3 of the less crowded trails because this is a Saturday, so we're liable to get into a lot of crowd as we go, but we're going to try and have the most fun we possibly can. I've never been here either, never seen the Gemini Bridges, so I am super excited to do this as well. The scenery is worth the trip. Even if you don't go off-road, there's beautiful scenery, but if you go off-road, it's mo better. So this is the beginning of the Gemini Bridges trail. You can see it off in the distance over there. I'll clue you in as my vacation in Moab progresses. The views, of course, again, still it's all different. It's like a different world than Colorado over here. I am digging this mountain drive. The views are just so spectacular. It's the reason for coming here. Plus, I like to play 4-wheel drive, so, and this is my place. This is a place for me. That's for sure. There's my homies up there wondering why I'm lollygagging so far back. So I wanted to get a little bit of the views. This is still the path to Gemini Trail. Awesome, or Gemini Twins. I think it's like arches, but I'm not really sure. I'll know when I get there. Those of you that have already been or actually do research, you would already know what's going on, but I've never been and I didn't check. I trust in my buddies to not lead me astray and leave me up here, so that's faith in your friends right there. So appreciate everybody again tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the scenery in these videos. I know a lot of them are the same. I'm going to try to make this one all just one big Moab trip video. I heard I was supposed to say Moab, not Moab, but I don't care what you call it. This is freaking outstanding. Oh my gosh. Everybody, please come and do something like this. You owe it to yourself. If this kind of stuff doesn't interest you, then go find what does and do it. But holy cow, this is just so freaking cool. Constantly cool. So this might be a long video, or maybe not. I don't know how it's all going to turn out, but wow, this is so cool. This is just so freaking awesome. You don't see this from the highway here either, even though the trip from the highway is amazing. That's just a little bit of some steps, going down here. So far, I don't know how many miles it's been, but this trail has not been terrible. You need four-wheel drive for it. I'm using low range, but most of the time it's a high range two-wheel drive trail, but it's got its little spots. I don't know how far in we are, like I said, but I hope that you are enjoying this view as much as I am. Please get out in your four-wheel drive and do fun stuff. Wow. I mean, even up close, far away, it's just beautiful. I got all my gear in my truck. It's extra rattly. I'm kind of have to do this in more than one segment because I can only do so many clips. And I got a feeling, even though I'm only going to be here a couple of days, I'm going to wear this out pretty fast. So I hope you're enjoying the ride along here. Say a lot of people been here. A lot of people have seen videos. I'm not trying to show you rock crawling hard parts or doing anything like that. I want to show you the cool parts where all the people aren't. As my buddies have been here, slow down, Stella, have been here before and know the fun, cool places. We're gonna go to some of the more popular places too, I hope, but wow, I'm just so enjoying this opportunity to come here and see this. Again, if you have your rig set up for camping and that kind of thing, then all you would spend is gas money to come here. I don't have an exact because gas prices are pretty ludicrous at this particular point in time, but I know it took me 5 tanks of gas to get here, 1 tank of gas, or 5 tanks of gas to get to Colorado to my sister's, 1 to get to O'Ray and play around, another one while we were there, 1 on the way here. So if you had your overlander instead of adventure like I do, and I could still sleep in here, but I'd rather not. I'm kind of old and kind of whipped and I want a house, but if I did want to overland, you could do this way cheaper, and I still am not like super expensive into this trip. It's turning out to be less expensive than I had thought. When I get home, I will give a summary of everything, how my truck did all along, which so far is absolutely fine. I'm not going to say it too loud because, you know, jinx and all that crap. But anyway, everybody's doing well. We're having a great time. The beautiful, beautiful scenery. And what's better, watching the truck rock around or seeing it this way? But anyway, I'm going to stop again here and drive the trail. Enjoy. Just try and take in how far you can see and how beautiful it is. Look at that. Jeez whiz. What a beautiful day. Here's our group. Look at that. That's just outstanding. Especially that way and that way. Yeah. That's so cool. There's some more views out the window. Again, we took this Gemini Twins trail. There is plenty of good Moab style wheeling. There's John's up front there getting a spot from Scott because this one's a little tough. I've needed the locker a few times. There's been some cool shelf things. The trail is super nifty. This place is awesome. But yeah, really, this trail's had some really challenging stuff, and I like it. Skid plates are getting a good workout. I hope John gets up through that. I'll try to get a spot or a shot of Scott going up it here once. Looks like John's getting his through there. Hold, please. Well, this is taking way too long, and I want to go up and see what's happening. So maybe I'll get some of Scott doing this here in a minute. Well, hello and good morning, viewers. This is day 2. We are in Moab still. Sorry I'm not going to all the fun places like people see on the videos where everybody goes and it's crowded, because there are so many people here on this weekend with COVID being over and this being peak holiday season here. We're choosing to run some things where all the people aren't. So this is another one of those trails we found in the Moab Trail book. Woo! That was fun. So this trail is supposed to have, it's 30 miles long. It's going to take all day. You want to bring your provisions, plenty of water, plenty of water, plenty of water. In case I didn't say that, plenty of water. You want to have food with you. This trail, according to the book, says it's got some really cool things to climb and stuff like this. And there's apparently a big washout area up ahead, so I'll tune you in as I go with day 2 in Moab, all on the same video so far. Okay, again, I'm sorry I don't know which trail this is, but there has been plenty of heavy duty climbs. I've had to use my locker. It's 4 low. We've climbed some slick rock that was awesome. We've been to tippy parts. Go see what you want to see when you're here, but if you show up and the other places are like so packed you gotta stand in line, then you're gonna want to find other fun things to do. This is fun as fuck. I mean, fun as hell, sorry. And wow, yeah, we'll go down this little downhill here real fast. Yeah, I would rather be where all the people aren't myself. I don't care if I do line or whatever the heck they're called, the Devil's Backbone and all that good stuff, and the rim trails. This is, I don't know what trail again, sorry, but there's plenty of hardcore wheeling on this trail. Try to hold the camera up here as I navigate some of this. This is all 4 low territory, mild climb going into a steeper climb. John's wife's riding her bike today, riding a bike today. But there's lots of neat. So don't come and spend all day trying to run one obstacle unless that's just what you really want to do, because there is plenty of fun slick rock crawling to be done in other places as well. And I recommend being by yourself and moving along and having a good time versus a crowd. So still need to come out and do this. The views are great from the highway, but they are even better when you get off-road, because you can see the ones that there's no highway going through. And it's fun, cool scenery everywhere, of course. Look at that. Awesome. So I'm gonna go back to driving. My trip to Moab on a busy weekend is best. Yesterday we wheeled great. We did stop when the 100 series got stuck after we tugged it back off the rock it was on. We decided we should probably turn around, head to our house and eat and such. So that's why that ended. But here I am today. I may not go too far about this because you kind of can see what's going on here with the climbs and the rocks and the awesome. So come out and do this and do the trails less traveled, and you won't be sitting in a crowd waiting to try and just do one thing. And this is awesome fun. So okay, more later. Okay, we have been doing some really fun 4low crawling on this trail. Get you the Moab guidebook of trails and they tell you what you're in for. I wanted to try and film this not because of the little shelf climb here necessarily, but because it's been lightning off in the distance. And I'm hoping to catch some of that live, so hang on while I get up this real quick. There's my skid plates coming into play, if you heard that. I am super happy to have them on here. I said they were probably going to be plenty beefy enough for what I've been doing, but we tend to get out of control sometimes with our wheeling, and I have smashed them up. Now, they're not bent up where they're a problem, but they're certainly bent out of shape. I'll show you when I get home, because how I might bend them back. But I digress. This is awesome. I was hoping to get a live lightning shot while it came up the hill here. A lot of super nice wheeling. And on this trail, we have run across absolutely no one else. So it's lunchtime. We're gonna stop here, make a Sammy. And I was hoping to get a lightning shot for you, but I missed it. So this is super nice. I'm glad that we are off in the place where nobody else is, because that is just the way I like it. So I hope you're enjoying my trip to Colorado and Moab in these videos. Like and subscribe. I'm not done yet, but I just felt like saying that. So anyway, I'm gonna go eat lunch with everybody else and try to get a lightning shot, because that would be super awesome. My legs won't let me get too close to the edge. I don't even have a fear of heights, and this makes me want to keep backing up. Wow. It's just unreal. It goes on forever. And that's so freaking cool. I'd like to be down that valley. It looks like a road down there. Where do you see a penis? Oh! Not that that's a bad thing. There's a lot of beautiful things to see from the highway. You could come down here in your daily two-wheel drive streetcar and see beauty from the highway. But if you come down here in your off-road vehicle and do some off-roading like it's meant for, look at the majesty and beauty. I keep saying majesty and beauty. I tell you, I don't use the word majesty a lot, but this place makes you want to say it. Whoop, here's a little bit of a down. I'm going to do a little stair-steppy. But you pay. Oh, we got people coming up. So let me get this done here. Look at that, though. You're like trying to concentrate on where your tires are going and at the same time. Well, these people are waiting on me to come and catch up. I gotta go. Greetings, viewers. Third and final day that I'll have in Moab to wheel. I can't remember the trails we've hit, but I'll try to post it up when I get home and get it all figured out, or maybe when I do my evaluation We were looking for some slick rock off the beaten path. I'll show you the guidebook too. Hopefully I'll be able to get one and show you. You can see the white marker on the road where they want you to stay on the path. The obstacles that show up have amazing traction. This has been 4Low Trail again. These trails are just awesome. The only thing I have found so far, which I'll go over in more detail when I get home, about the modifications I made and the things I've done, is that damn skid plate I put on has caused more problems than it's there to protect. So it did get jammed. It did push back into my radiator. If you watched the Build Your Adventure Ready Green 3rd Gen, or Build My Adventure Ready Green 3rd Gen, I said I didn't like that because I was afraid it might push back. Well, it didn't push back in the place where I added the metal. It pushed back lower, buckled the whole damn thing up. It's ridiculous. I got some pictures, you'll get to see them. But I want to play on some seriously nice slick rock here for a while. This is just beautiful and amazing, and the traction here, I don't understand. They call it slick rock, but it's like petrified sand or something to that effect, and it's just traction galore. There is no slick, but it's fun to drive. I am super excited. We're going to spend our day on the slick rock here. I got a couple more segments I'll probably add to this as I go, but I'm gonna catch up with my buddy up there and we're gonna have us some fun. Sorry you don't get a lot of videos, but when we're wheeling and having fun, we're not taking pictures. But I just want to show everybody how beautiful this place is and what all the options are. You can see him up there climbing a little shelf. I'll try to get up there a little closer to that here and show you. While it looks awesome off on the sides and stuff, unless there's white markings, you're not supposed to go up there and do those little climbs and things. So we're following the rules and staying on, and I'm gonna do some slicker rock running here, and I'm super excited about it. There's been some nice shelves up and down already. I'll try to get the name of all these trails and give more info at the end, but I hope everyone is enjoying what's happening here. So let me get off of here and do some fun stuff. Some more off-road trailing here. This is our last day in Moab. We're running again. I can't remember the name of the trail, but it has been super fun with a variety of different terrains. This has been pretty freaking amazing. Just the views never stop, like every one of these videos I've showed you, but I hope you're enjoying giving you a little bit of my opinion on each place. Colorado and Moab are so different. Both are incredibly awesome. Having a great time. Just can't stop looking at the beautiful scenery. Right now we're on a sandy wash road. There's been all kinds of rocks everywhere. Like I say, we've been doing some pretty cool climbs and some pretty neat descents on some shelf areas. Down this one here real easy, like up in third. But yeah, so I'm only gonna have like one more segment left of this before I post it. We're gonna go into town after a bit. I don't think I'm gonna take any pictures of town because there'll be people everywhere, but there are neat shops. Array is like four-wheel drive craziness everywhere you turn. Moab is twice that. So if you're a four-wheel drive maniac like me and my buddies, you would just have the best time here like I'm having. So the roads are fun no matter what. Yeah, you can go do, we wanted to try and maybe do fins and things, but we thought about it and we just wanted to spend our last day out in the desert in the middle of nowhere enjoying it. So that's what we're doing. But there's, like I say, little ledges sprinkled in everywhere. Some harder stuff, some easier stuff. Really disappointed in my skid plating. Come to realize the only reason I was banging it all up is because it hung down so low. I'm gonna do something different to my skid plate game when I get home. Put one under my transfer case maybe. Put one under the rack up to the front and cover the radiator perhaps. Maybe not that far back because there's not a lot going on there to hit. But I'm gonna look at it when I get home and show you that bent up skid plate kit that I thought was going to be plenty sufficient. And yeah, I ruined it in just like 4 days a week. So I bent it up decent in Colorado. I destroyed it here. So I'm glad it's off. It's not causing me any problems. But like I said, we'll come up with something. But that ain't what we're here to talk about. That'll be another silly garage video thing. So come out here, look at this stuff, man. I mean, look at these rocks and the formations, the cool everything out here. And thankfully people really respect this area. There's no trash. Everyone seems to follow the rules of staying on the roads and camping only where camping is allowed. I'm glad, because I like to come to places like this where no one is and where it's beautiful, and thankfully other people do too, and they respect this. I wish everyone would respect their America everywhere so it could all be beautiful, but don't get me started on that. Yeah, man, I just wanted to say thanks for tuning in for my vacation. I hope you enjoyed it. I had such fun everywhere I went, all through this journey. Again, if you could sleep out of your vehicle, which I could, but I choose not to and don't want to, unless absolutely necessary, you could save a lot of money and not have to buy housing. So anyway, if you're going in a group, renting a house is definitely the way to go. It's way cheaper than renting hotel rooms by the night. So yeah, I don't know. There's a ton of advice I could offer you. There's a ton of advice online. This is my first trip, but thankfully my buddies have been, and they've clued me in on the right ways to do things. We came with a large group. That has tapered off now as we get down to the last day. It's just the two of us, but we're having a great time, having a great day. Like and subscribe to my channel if you want to. Check the links and buy t-shirts and things from me if you want to. But definitely should go out places like this. There's hiking, there's biking. Thankfully for me, there's roads that I respect, because I am not athletic and I want to come see this. And from a four-wheel drive Toyota guy point of view, this is the Mecca. I mean, this is awesomeness. Oh, good daddy accidentally dropped a can going back to get it, because that's the way it ought to be. So come up here on this little ledge that he's on the other side of and stop this. Have a great day, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed all I tried to show you. Didn't even touch the surface. There's so much to see. When I get home, I'll give you an evaluation overall of how my truck went. Yeah, just wow. All right, I'm going to end this for my trip. See y'all when I get back home. Have a great day.